What up, guys? See if I can get this more on here. There we go. I'm back at the L. Back at the L. I got corn this time. I got some corn. Hopefully I can catch some fish while I'm here. Kind of same deal as last time, but I got corn with me this time. I fed the birds earlier. I kind of cheated. Don't know if it's going to bring them in here, but I did feed the birds, so kind of gonna do the same thing I did last time. I'm gonna fish for these guys for like, I don't know, hour and a half or something, and then probably gonna try for the bass in the end. I'm gonna sit here with these guys for a while. Then I'm gonna run down it with the buzz bait at the very end. I don't know. The water looks like it's dirtied up a little bit. Doesn't look quite as clear as the last time I was here. So. But when I did walk up, I don't think it was a carp, it was a hitch, but a fish jumped right there. So. Hopefully I can get some hits. I know last time I did get a hold of I got like 4 hits. Is this really live? Yeah. No, man. What's up, Noah? Yeah, I'm live. It's on my phone. I'm on my phone with a attached lens. Tito, what's up? Yeah, I'm on my phone. I'm just on my phone, but I got a 165 lens on me. One move hard. Hey, Chris. Hopefully I can get a fish this time. So at the end, I will do a run with the buzzbait to see if I can get a bass. Right now, I got the Heck at the Fishing Hotel. Yep. Yep, I'm trying to wrangle something in here at El Cerro. I'm trying to get one of the big fish. trying to wrangle in a carp or a catfish or something bigger. No, it's like 67 here. I think it was 69 when I got here, but that was like an hour and a half ago. I'm hanging with my friends and doing other stuff besides fishing. But no, it's like 67 right now. Not hot at all. Monterey don't get hot. We do have a pretty mellow wind. I'm not going to mention it because usually when you mention the wind, it starts like, blowing on you. But it's set up for it. Just so the fish are hitting, I'm like pretty ready. I said I cheated a little. I came down here and fed the birds about an hour ago. Tried to put a fish like cigar smoke. Yep. Hopefully they like corn. Oh, I'm a light guy when I go for these guys. This is actually 4-pound test. And a number 6 eagle claw. I like fishing for the carp and the bigger catfish and that with light line, so. If I do catch one and it's, any sort of size in the teens or whatever, it's probably going to take me about 20 minutes to get in. Oh, some algae bloom. Yeah, no, I like to fish for these guys light. I go at them like it's ocean fishing. Yeah, if I hook one, the first thing it'll do is probably take out 30, 40 yards of drag. It'll be like, it'll just take off. And then the battle begins. I just like Carolina rig. Just a little 3/16 sliding weight with a little snap, and then the leader to the hook. Yeah, I never fish heavy line for these guys. It's more fun when you catch them on light line. Yeah, I know. I ain't stopping them with 4-pound line, that's for sure. Especially if it's good, 8, 10, 12, 13-pound freaking carp. Try it high low. No, not for these guys. I'm old school when I go to carp fishing. I just simple. I just wait for him to take off and set the hook. Oh, last time I was here, I got like 4 bites. And I think they were all crawdads. OG carp slayer, yeah. I like to usually when I fish for them, I just go weightless. Kind of hard to do here because there's always some sort of wind. Usually just a hook with the corn, throw it out weightless. Wait till they take off with it. It's just jumped. Yeah, I'm just out there over the ledge. So there's a newbie in here. No, chumming's not allowed. I fed the birds earlier though. A bunch of birds out here and for watch. We try carp fishing at Pinna. No, I've never fished for them in there. I know Rick and everybody, they have fun when they're hitting. They get the carp in there. Yeah, it's kind of illegal everywhere, I think. But if you're out here 2 hours beforehand, just no fishing, everything, feeding the birds. I mean, I fed a lot of the birds too. There were a lot of ducks here and geese, and I fed them all. The problem was a lot of it, I think, sank before they could get to it, and so now it's all out there on the bottom. uh, Feeding the birds, man. I hope I get something to hit this thing. It's been a while since I've hooked a carp out of here, and I don't know why. There's freaking thousands of them in here. I don't have the slightest idea where they hang out. I don't know. I never used live bait much, so I don't know a lot of the legalities for fishing cut bait, and I think if you cut it up, you can use it, right? I think you can cut up bluegill on that. Yeah, they love corn. Everything loves corn, man. I've caught carp on it, hitch on it, trout on it, bluegill on it. Uh, I even caught a bass on corn once. I don't know what the bass wanted with the corn, but I caught one on it. I think he was jealous because he saw everybody else eating and he wanted to try it. They're up there trying to throw a baseball into a trash can. But yeah, that's the rig. Yeah, there's bluegill. There's bluegill, bass. They stock it with trout, carp, channel cats in here. Pretty much everything in here. Pretty much all varieties in here. I fish a lot for the bass in here. I'm gonna do that later, right before dark, probably. I'll make a run through here with the buzzbait. See if I can wrangle a bass or two. Funny because there's nobody here right now. Two multi-species. Yeah. I don't know. I was gonna go to the pier, but it said it was gonna be too windy. But the wind's really shut down. So. I don't know. It's Have you been here, Fish? I haven't been here since Friday. I just didn't feel like going to Pinot today for the live, so sitting here at the L. Well, yeah. I've caught a few different species at the same time. That's the banging you hear as I'm trying to throw the baseball into the garbage can. Keep hearing a thud in the background. That's what I tried. I tried like 5. I missed. One guy actually made it though. We're doing it from like I'm doing it from like 30 feet away. Yeah, there's goldfish in here. There's carp in here as well, and koi. I'm sure there's probably other exotics in here too. Water never gets too cold for. No, it doesn't. No, it's on the bottom. It sinks naturally. You throw it in, it sinks to the bottom. I don't know why it is. Yeah, pretty much. There's always baseballs here because the baseball park, and always people hit home runs. They end up in the water a lot. No, I don't know. I've only done really good for the carp in here in the spring. I thought that was fish just jumped out, and now it's. No, I've done really good here in it was early April for the carp. I got the show up. I caught tons of them. But ever since then, I can't catch them. Yeah, I said I was thinking about going to it, but on the drive here, there were white caps and everything, so I decided not to. Fishing the pier when there's white caps on the ocean, if you swim, no. No swimming allowed. You do it. Paddle boat. Yeah, I don't know what's up with these fish. I don't know why I can only catch the. Um, I said I have no idea. Like in the spring, I was just getting. I don't know. I was getting fish like crazy. I've tried every other tried summer. I've tried fall. I don't know where they go or what they do other than in the spring. In the spring, they're all over around here. I mean, it's not that big. It's only like 10 acre. It's only like 6 feet deep in the middle. Acorn farts. Oh, come on, Wayne. Don't do this to me. Don't start raging on me in the evening. Oh yeah, so yeah, the wind usually doesn't go up to about 11. It's usually pretty calm here in the morning. Feed more birds. I don't know if that's the issue. There's definitely enough stuff out there. I definitely fed. I fed the birds like 3/4 of the can. I mean, this thing was all the way to the top when I fed them. I just don't know if they're around here. I don't know why they wouldn't be. They usually like that ledge, you know. There's another drop right there. And they usually like to crawl back or swim right back and forth right against it. Other fish just jumped right there. So I'm looking. That one jumped a little further out. So I don't know. I might try the next cast just like 5 feet further. Other fish just jumped over there. Definitely active. I mean, there's fish jumping. So yeah, I don't know. I've always tried fly fishing for hitch. Yeah. Oh! I got my first bite, guys. Something pulled it tight and the tip went down a little bit. Might have been a crawdad. Let's not get our hopes up yet. Yeah, something just pulled the line tight and the rod went down. Didn't take off with it or anything. If the rod went all the way down, obviously, yeah, I would have grabbed it. But it was just a quick. So, I don't know. Could have been a crawdad pulling on it. Could be the hitch. The hitch are, for some reason, just very wary of the hook. But I definitely did see a bite. Said I was getting ready. If it would have kept going over, another one just jumped right there, guys. That was a hitch, though. Yeah, I was waiting because it went tight and it started to pull it and it just backed right off. If it would have gone down, I would have definitely would have grabbed it. It's the ball again. Yeah, I don't know. I said I always catch them in closer. Like in the spring and that, it was right off that drop. I've never really tried putting it out. Maybe like, because right now, oh, you guys can't see it, but you can see the edge of it right now. Right there. Before that, in front of this wall right now, it's only like this deep. Because when it's deeper, when it's like a foot and a half up against this wall, you'll see the carp, like their fins up. They'll come right up next to it and be feeding. But it's too shallow now. But like I said, I might try. Johnny boy, what's up? Let's try for the carp. I got one little pool. So far, and that was it. Plus, I'm also kind of looking about, the range that I fed the birds in earlier. I mean, I would think they might, the birds didn't get all the corn I fed to them. Some of it dropped to the ground. So, it's just a medium. It's like a 20-year-old, $15 Walmart spinning reel combo, but I have a new reel on it. The one eye actually falls out of the big one. I've super glued it in a few times, but it does actually fall out of the eye thing and slide down the line. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I got something's out there. Something touched it. I get my can open again. The birds are gonna love it. There's all kinds of spilled corn up here. As far as I know. Feeding the birds and you're not fishing. I mean, birds are gonna love me. There's a bunch of corn I spilled over there. I had a beer earlier. All right, let me check this. It's not chewed on, so there we go. Went a tad further that time. Put it about 5 feet further out, so. Actually, I have a couple in the car, but they're for tonight. I'm in a situation when I go live because when I leave here, it's too late to get to my normal beer spot. They're already closed. But there's a spot over here on my way that's open till 2. Same price for my beer, but they got busted and now they can't sell alcohol for the next 2 weeks. I found that out last week. I went in there and you couldn't get to anywhere where there was beer. They got busted. They sold to a minor or something. So all access to alcohol was taped off. There was a sign at the register that said, "Cannot sell alcohol for 2 weeks." I'm like, damn it. So I had to pay more for it. I paid more for it at a totally different place. Come on, fish, don't leave me hanging again. Give me one good freaking bite. Hey! This is a new channel. Uh-oh. Oh, I got competition now. Stat stackers. Well, welcome. That'd be good to get two freaking poles out of here, though. I don't care who catches them when I'm live, just so somebody catches something. Hey, NJ. Yeah, I said I'm gonna. No, I got one little measly bite. Yeah, welcome back. You mean? Yeah, I don't know.
You're live on
I just.
YouTube right now?
Huh?
You're live
Yeah.
right
Yeah, I'm live. Welcome back. You mean? Yeah, I don't know. I get kind of lost on things sometimes. Stat stacker. Is that your original one? Sure, that's the guy behind me. They're like, I just heard drag. I'm like, wasn't me. Wasn't my pole. Can't believe this. People come down here to freaking eat at the park, and they freaking leave their can and their top laying on the freaking ground. They had Vienna sausages, evidently.
Damn pliers.
Huh? I have clippers.
Does it work?
I do it all the time when I'm fishing too. I'm fishing one spot, my friends are using spinning reels, and I'll hear they'll like pull on their drag, and I'll like turn.
What
I'm
are you
like,
fishing for?
just a carp. Wow, I'm sorry about that. I'm assuming he's going for bass. But what's in the little box?
It's been a while since I got one.
Ah, you don't have a lighter, do you?
No, I didn't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. I only had matches. It's one way to cut back smoking. Only get matches. Hey, Silver and Black, how are you doing? Sorry, look at my line was tighter than it was.
What kind of cigarettes do you like to smoke?
No, I smoked a Black and Milds.
Black and miles. Oh, you like to freak them before you smoke them?
No, just straight.
Making a
I used to do cloves, but I kind of backed off the cloves because they got too expensive, and everybody kept telling me how bad they are for you. I'm like, all right. Only one pole this evening. I don't have the two pole stand.
I found this this old hula popper when I was fishing on the bank. Sometimes, you know, it's nice to be a conservative.
The hula
fisherman.
popper.
You find,
I tried poppers in here one
you
day.
find stuff on the bank, and sometimes you don't even need to buy bait.
I tried the poppers in here for one of my shows, and I never got anything. I catch them on buzzbaits. I catch them on Zara spooks.
What do you catch out of here?
Bass.
Well,
But I tried a popper one time, and nothing even would look at it. They'll hit any other topwater in here. I couldn't get anything to even look at it. I was like, why the hell? But I've never done good with poppers.
your biggest bass, what were you using? Your biggest bass you were
One of my own baits I make, bladed jig, 9.5 at Pinot. Also caught an 8.5 on it. And my friend, during one of my lives at Pinot, caught a 12-pound bass on my bladed jig. Yeah. 11-14. So it was only an ounce away from 12 pounds. I thought they'd like it in here too, but I tried it.
Probably depending on if you fish in the lake or you fish in the pond.
Yeah, I've caught them on spooks here. I caught them on devil's horses, which is old school. You know, the prop blades. It's like a stake, but it has the spinning on the front back, the old devil's horse.
I've got on some golf courses I snuck out there.
Oh, golf, yeah.
Bam! Right on.
Yeah, I've never done good on poppers. I don't know why.
Well, I love the top water action.
I've caught them on every other topwater, but I just can't catch much on a freaking popper.
Pike too. I've caught pike with these.
I know, but they just wouldn't touch it in here. At least for me. I went around the whole lake twice with it. And never got anything, even a little one, even pop it or poke it. Of course, I've gone through it.
Pike put up a good fight too.
I've never caught one. I've never been in the area they are.
They're like bass too. They like.
Oh yeah.
You're up north too.
Well, it's just like the gar.
Basswood, like up,
There goes another jump. Those are the hitch though. Most of those fish that are jumping out there.
What kind of bait do you use?
I said I'm just using the corn.
Is that legal?
Yeah, corn's legal. I know there's old hearsay. I did a video about the fact it's not illegal. Did you see that one jump right next to yours? That was a carp. I saw him. He was brown. Most of what jumps out here are the hitch. They do those little slaps. Those are the.
I seen some early in the morning.
Yeah, those are the hitch.
Like the breeders are. Like,
Yeah.
The bigger ones. People want to keep them, but how would you keep them out of there?
Yeah, it's really fun in here in the winter when they stock the trout. Catch like 40 a day.
They're sitting there on the nest.
Yeah, I saw a nest here earlier in the spring. It was my first nest I've actually seen. There was one like right here. No fish on it, but there was a nest. And my biggest bass out here is only like 4 pounds. Caught on a crappie jig. And I caught a 3.5 and another 1.5, both all on the crappie jig.
Yeah, sad to say, my biggest.
Little
As
teeny.
shit as I can talk is my biggest bass was like 5'8", 5'8", and I caught
Oh,
that on.
I'm getting a hit. I just had a hit. Might be a crawdad though. No, I had 4 out of here.
It was feeding on the drops that were in there. I've had some good ones hooked on. I've caught some salmon. I've caught some things.
Yeah, there's been 7.5 and 8s out of here. There's big fish in here.
Well, they should have let them put them back. You know, those are the breeders. You know.
Well, nobody takes them. But yeah, there's big fish in here. I mean, they have trout. They have
Well, that's
hitch.
what they breed. Or,
They munch on the trout. They did 7 stocks this year. There's hitch.
No, yeah.
Hitch is a big
They-
bait in Clear Lake. They all eat
when
the
they
hitch.
put the trout in here, the trout want cold water. They're just like feeding other fish. I used to work at fish
Oh, yeah.
hatcheries, too.
There's a cormy right there. They take most of them. So you guys see that cormy right there? He just went under. Oh, you go over there when they stock trout and you watch a cormy come in, he'll eat 9 of them. They all come in there and they're just
like,
they're just
where's
taking
that
them
money
left
going?
after right.
Tax dollars at work.
Well, we all got I gave everybody limits when the trout were here. I gave like 6 people their limits. I'm just like, I don't eat them. You want them? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. That was a carp right there, wasn't it? Or was that a duck?
No, that was one of them.
Oh, that was a cormy. Yeah. The cormy's cruising close. He just came up right here.
I caught one of those motherfuckers one time.
Oh yeah, those things are horrible. I catch them at the Coast Guard pier. They fly through your line.
I caught one by accident. It was like a younger one, and it bit my night crawler. And I'm reeling in, me and my buddy, you know, we're drinking and whatnot. You know, and
Like, what the fuck do I have?
you're right. We're
It's
sitting here
big.
laughing, and it's like as horrible as it is, it was fun, you know. But you know, it's like the mama's following in and everything. We're sitting here laughing and blah blah blah, you know. Uh, but anyways, all said and done, and you know, we're done. Kind of like the mom's sitting there watching her duck, and I got the pliers, we're holding it down and fighting me and trying to like I get the hook out of its mouth, and I put it back in the water, and like everything's good to go. You know?
Padre.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I have one of them I showed the pier, and some guy came over and actually helped me pull the line and get it up and grab it. And we snapped it off. It was the friggin' full size. He flew through my line and got on. He was getting wrapped up, and the guy came over and like just grabbed my line and freaking muscled it. He's like,
Well, that's one of those things that
There
should
you
be
go.
recorded. You know, it's because we were just laughing. It wasn't like animal abuse or nothing like that. It was just funny,
Chris.
and we were, you know, having some drinks. It was funny, but the duck went back. You know,
Oh yeah. I've caught ducks. I've caught seagulls. I've caught geese.
on a fishing pole.
On a pole. I've caught all those on a fishing pole. My friend at Pinot, I have it actually on my live. He lost a $200 swim bait to the goose. It flew through and it was letting it go, and they sink. But his $200 swim bait was going behind him, and while he was paddling, he broke the line, and it $200 fucking swim bait.
Yeah, I've seen
One of
some
those
with
hard
poles
plastic
go out
like
and
glide baits.
The whole pole just went in the water.
Well, I have it on film. A kid right here, one of the
Catfish.
skaters. No, he was fishing for the cart with me, and for fun he wanted to do it on an ice pole. But he had his brand new $190 Shimano reel on it. He just bought, and he asked us to watch his pole. I had it sitting on that. We were sitting on the bench. Voom, up in the air, and it shot out 6 feet and disappeared into the water. And I had to tell him.
Ripping at it.
I had to tell him when he came back. I'm like, dude.
Like that was a miracle.
He spent a year saving the money for that reel. He only had it for a week. And it's like, well, I'm sure the fish dragged it away. But yeah, it shot. It went like this. Shot. Ricocheted
I've seen some
off.
catfish drag some poles in the water. That's for sure.
Oh, this was a big carp. It just took off. And we were sitting there, and we both got up and ran over, and we're like, oh, fuck, dude, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? I'm like, I drug around for it for a while, but I think he hooked himself, and he just dragged that thing out in the middle of the water.
Well, stay groovy, man.
All right. Oh, you've got your box.
Oh, did I? You had a free tackle.
No, if I know whose it is, I always give it to him. Yeah, that's on my video. That's on that video. I think that's the title of it. Kid loses $180 reel. Oops. Oh, the swim bait? Yeah. I got to put that one up. I've already downloaded it because it was alive. I downloaded it. I'm going to do a little blog about not the best way to lose a $200 glide bait. His dad went out in the water. They gave him a paddle boat, and he went out and tried to get it. That was the same day while I was there. I don't know if you guys were in that live. A kid stole my little swim bait, my rib minnow. He stole my swim bait off my hook while I was away filming. I have it on film. You can see him. You can actually see him. I came back and my hook was just there, and the swim bait was gone. I'm like, dude, you could have asked me. I would have given you a pack of them. His dad bought it for him. Got a striped bass with a swim bait. Oh yeah. I catch them. That's the only way I've caught them in the. There goes the cormy. It's the only way I've caught them in the ocean here is on a swim bait. Well, luckily this kid, his uncle, his birthday was coming up. His uncle rebought him the reel. Yeah, he's pretty bummed. But I mean, uh, there's nothing we could do. I mean, I think even if he was standing there, it happened so quick. I don't even think he would have been able to grab it. It was just like within like I don't know 2 seconds that it was just gone. It landed like 6 feet out, and we were sitting on the bench, so we were like 10 feet from it. But it happened super quick. And I think in the video I actually slow it down as it goes sailing out into the water. I know, he was pretty bummed. He spent a year and a half saving for it. Yeah. One on angling. He doesn't know me as one on angling. I'm going to come in as, was it stack something? Yeah, it was a pretty sad day for him. I felt horrible. I talked to him at the end and I apologized for it. But I drug around. I drug like a jig and all that around trying to hook the line in that, but I never came back to him. So. It was just unfortunate. One on. What did I say? Didn't I say one on angling? Oh, I thought I mispronounced it. Or you're just laughing because of what he said. I get it. I get it. No, I've only lost one pole. The real Joe, aka Stat Stackers. All right, there we go. I've only lost one pole to a carp. A bait casting reel a long time ago. Fishing with 2 rods, and I was actually fighting one that was close to 20 pounds. And I left my other rod in the water. And I had it up against a rock. And, oh, come on. Come on. Come on. It's got to be a crawdad. He's got the line taut. The line is completely tight right now, but it's not going anywhere. Oh, I bet you all my corn's gone, guys. Yep, that was a fish. That right there was a fish. Oh, that's all I use. I use my freshwater gear in the ocean. No corn. That was actually a bite. That was legit. Good sign though. That's a good sign. It's definitely a good sign. One's in the area, that means there's probably gonna be more. I fed the birds. So Damn, dang close, yeah. Yeah. I said I looked over and my line was like, it took it totally tight and it kind of, but yeah, I was watching it actually. The tip went down. Oh, look, guys. That was a carp right there. That wasn't a hitch. And look, about the distance I'm casting right now. That was a carp. That wasn't a hitch there. That was a carp. Yeah, I looked over. My line was totally just completely tight. Which a lot of times the crawdads will pull it totally tight, but then it actually went. Because usually they do that like, oh, this whole place is only, where I am, like 4 feet, 5 feet. This whole lake's only, out in the middle, and it's only like 7, 8 feet deep. It's just shallow. That might have been a hitch. The hitch are really hard to hook. One time I was here and I had bite after bite after bite. I couldn't fucking hook them. I finally hooked one and I snagged it in the tail. I'm like, how the hell did it go from its mouth to its tail? I don't get this. They're just, for some reason, those hitch just, they're very tentative. But, I've been throwing it out there a lot. I bring the corn every time. It's not chewed on. And usually, even if I set the hook that hard, there'll still be like a piece or two of corn on it. But you might have moved out a little bit and then just been chewing on it. Yeah, but they only get like 3 pounds. It was on one of my lives. It was like 2.5 pounds, something like that. He wasn't very big, but no. In the trout show, I caught an 8 pound carp over there in the tail. That took about 20 minutes to get him in. Finally had to net him in a big salmon net. That's good though. That was actually a legit hit. I just had my first real bite. I just had a legit hit. It was actually too legit. It was too legit. I missed it. I think I'm slightly in a little closer right now. So, I saw one surface right there, just about the same distance I'm out. Another one that was not a hitchy carp rolled right there, about 5 feet further out. So if I can get him to start cruising in front of me, eating all the leftover bird food, I might be able to wrangle one. It's not very quick hits though. That's not always say one of that. One tiny dude. Yeah, I'm waiting for one of the ones that just takes off of it. I want one to hook itself and just slide my rod forward. So I just pick it up and he's already on. That's when they're hitting good. But at least I got one to legitimately play with it. Still got time. 7. They usually bite in here pretty good until about a half hour before dark. That's usually when I switch and I'll run down this with a buzzbait. Try to get a bass. Plus, it's a good time too, because it's about time you can't see your line in the light. It's like, I can't see my line. So when I bring out the bells and put the bells on the pole. Oh, another bite. Thought my line was looking funny. I thought tightening the rod tip went down. I thought it was swinging funny. I didn't think it was the wind. I thought it was like kind of doing a bounce that wasn't the wind. I've never caught one of them. Tried for bass tons of times under those piers. Never got a bite. The water's actually really low right now. It's usually like about a foot and a half, sometimes 2 feet right against this edge. And the bass will sit right up against it like a seawall, but right now it's only like that deep. You look over the edge and you can see the bottom. Said something played with it again. Yep. Salamander, what is biggest bluegill? I don't know. Caught him pretty big, maybe like half pound. I used to have fun catching them off the nest. When they're all the big ones are nesting, I'd throw a gold treble hook down there. Catch them left and right with just a gold treble hook. Little number like 18. Throw it and let it sink down above their nest, and they'd always come out and just grab it. How are you gonna miss them? It's a treble hook with nothing on it. Just a circle of hooks waiting for them. That might be the wind. That might be the wind. Oh, that's fine. People have their life. I'm always here. I always try. I'm gonna check it. The candy cane of corn is still there. Drag might actually be too loose. want it loose so they can take off with it. Never wait. Yeah, I'll always be here. I'm a die-hard YouTuber, so yeah, I want my drag. You know, you need to drag enough to get a hook set, but not like not like you're setting a hook with an open bail. It was kind of loose. I think I was out a teeny bit further when I got that legit hit. I can tell by the angle of my line into the water. It was a little further out. But I can tell, I mean, I can see right where the ledge is. Where's my battery at? 61. I remember my other batteries. Ooh, yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get something going here. Just, you know, just one fish will make me happy because it'll take me like 20 minutes to get it in. And I don't have my pliers or anything, so that's going to be... Oh, it's going tight, guys. Oh, it wiggled. Again, that was a slight pull. It's still there, though. It might be a crawdad. Still playing with it. My line's got little loops in it. It straightened it completely out. So it's looking crawdad-ish. I like to just toy with you and like tink it a lot. Oh, I did that one time and I was doing that and then it ended up being a bluegill. Although I'll be able to tell when I bring it in. If the corn is chewed up. If the corn is chewed up, it's definitely a come on. I don't really see it playing with it anymore. Oh, how long am I planning to be here? Yeah, until dark. I'm gonna fish these guys till about 8, and then I'm gonna run the buzzbait down here. It's still on there, whatever it is. I think it's a crawdad now. No, I don't have a net. That's why I said if I catch one, it's gonna be fun. I usually end up breaking them off because it's too far to go down. I try to grab the hook with my fingers, but it never works. I'll be like this and like trying to grab it to unhook them. And pliers are a little bit easier. I'm gonna have to pull this up and check it. I'm gonna check it. See what the corn looks like. I'm on it. It's not. It's not crawdads. If it was crawdads, a lot of that corn would be chewed off. It might be hitch. It might be those finicky ass hitch. I said they like to pull on it and suck on it and eat it, but they're just like, I don't know. I can't hook them. It's like they suck on it like a lollipop. I don't think they want to eat it. Sacramento hitch. It's a native. One of the only 3 native California warm water fish. They're long and thin. Kind of like a trout shape, but they have bigger fins. They look like a minnow. And they have I hate it when they play that. They have sort of a downward sucker type mouth. They get up to about 3 pounds, though. They fight hard too. They probably fight about harder than a carp, but they just don't get as big. But for some reason, they're just tough. Until CCB calling it. Well, I showed a couple shows ago. I showed that dead one over there on the other side. They got a really forked tail. They're silver. I know. I told NJ that. NJ thought you left because he came on. I'm like, he didn't leave because you came on. He's having computer problems. I'm like, he's either having computer or internet problems because he froze before he left. And Jay's like, oh, he left when I came on. I'm like, no, that's not why he left. Something happened to his computer. Oh. Come on. Does anybody over there have a lighter? Does anybody have flame? It was both. Really? Ran out of matches.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good way to save on smoking and get matches.
Yeah.
Especially when you're outside and windy.
Right,
You keep
yeah.
trying, it blows it out. You're like, God damn it, 2 left. Come on.
You gotta go like this. Put your hand in a little circle.
Oh, yeah, like make it. Richard, what is up? Yeah, it was both. Yeah. My cap could crack. Huh. I got a light. I got a light. I got the lit. I remember on mine, I got the blue screen of death one time. Virus. That sucked. Crash all the time. Just I'd be like, working on it and it would just come up just straight blue screen. The blue screen of death. Come on, fish. I have gotten a couple of legit bites, Nick. I'm getting something to hit that's not crawdads. So far. Too much porn. Yeah. No, that's why my phone messes up all the time. Yeah, I've got a few legit hits that aren't carp. Line moves around. I did set the hook once, and the corn was gone. So, but I've had movement. I brought in, and the corn is not chewed on. So, usually when it's a crawdad, usually it's crawdad playing with it when you're bringing it in. Like some of the corn is all chewed up. But every time I bring it in, except for that one where I set the hook, and my rod went down, I grabbed it right. So, don't know. Might just be the damn picky hitch playing with it. Sucking on it like a lollipop. Those hitch don't like to eat it. They just suck on it. Yeah. I still got about an hour. I still got an hour light here.
She's like flicking the board and in the air and all that shit. And she's like running and dancing on the board and like flicking it down. Dude, that shit is so crazy.
I don't know. I still have the evening run with the buzzbait. So I have the switch species to go to, but I really want to catch a freaking carp. I think something's playing with it again. I mean, it's hard to tell with the wind, but sometimes it just does. Other things. The line has like little loops in it, so when it suddenly pulls straight and all those loops go away, I know it's something pulling on the line. The wind does it sideways, but the loops still stay. But if it goes completely tight without the little loops in it, then it's something playing with it. Got a baseball game going on now. Yes, those people are not cheering for me. It's actually a baseball game. I just wish these things would be. I don't know. I mean, I fed the birds, so birds didn't eat all the corn. So if a school comes around here, there's enough, there's things down there to keep them occupied in the area. There's enough, stuff to keep them looking around for more food. The other thing is too, I mean, these carp, I mean, they hardly get any pressure here. Like nobody fishes for them, so I can't see them being really shy. And the last time I caught them when they were eating it, they weren't shy. I mean, obviously that one hit it so hard and hooked itself, it pulled the guy's pole. So. I just have no idea why I can't catch them all year long. And this is the same spot I catch all of them. It's like, why do they only like this spot in the spring? There's nothing here. There's no grass. There's nothing different here than anywhere else on the lake. I can't see why they would. Yeah, if they find it and there's more around, they'll be looking. I fed the birds like 3/4 of a can. Trying to get the girl to go on the bike with him. So I've seen two that have rolled around here, one over there and one over there. They're definitely carp. There's, he's got her on the bike. It's one of those like mini bikes. She's got the helmet on now. If there's an extreme accident, don't worry, I will turn the camera around. No, yeah. They do broadcast spawning in the reeds. Well, you always see the carp in the spring. You always see the carp in the spring when they're going into the reeds and everything. That's when they're spawning. They just broadcast them and they stick to the stalks of the reed and the roots and stuff. They don't build a nest or anything. They just broadcast. She already did her ride. That was it. she went there and back, and she's done. I'm not going around the block. Just take me down there and bring me back, and I'm good. Yeah, that's when they're spawning. They'll usually do it about the same time as bass. Relatively, 65, 68-degree water. Sometimes a little later, 70. Not even a piece missing. It's not disturbed, it's not dirty. It's not like it's sitting in muck or anything. It's nice and clean. Seems like a perfect bottom for those freaking trout to be in. I mean, those carp to be in. I can't understand why I can't get. Bait the hook, what's up? Load it up with 20. Nah, it only fit like 5 kernels. It's the number 6 hook. I mean, it's the perfect size for him to just slurp it in. They can just slurp it in and take off. I think that's what happens more when they're in schools, though. When they're individual, they'll just kind of take their time. If there's other ones around, they get more aggressive at like taking it and moving with it, not letting the other carp get it. So if I get a school of them to come in here, they might get more aggressive. It's definitely slow going though. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the bass up right at the end. About 8 o'clock, last half hour or so. I will run through it with the buzz bait. Just this area here. It seems good. Wind is good. It's west, so it's kind of coming from behind me anyway. Oh, I'm up to oh, is it 9? 8 and 15 likes. I'm good. Now I just need some action. Bubbles right there. Is that a carp feeding on the bottom? Come on, I want another legit hit. From the edge of the ledge. Wow. Been a while. How you doing? I'm just messing around with the carp at the moment. It's not doing too well. I've gotten one sort of hit. Or I got one legit hit. I'm doing fine. I'm just trying to catch a freaking carp. I've never been in a lake where I can only catch them in the spring. There's carp in the plate. There's millions of them in here. Thousands of them. Dax, nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've caught them like 15, 18 pounds in here. There's a lot of big ass 8 pounds and above carp in here. But so far, I've only been able to catch them in like early April. I mean, it's only like a 10-acre lake. There's not many places they can go. And yeah, that's the best way to cook them out here is smoke them. I just have no idea why I can't catch them except freaking early April. Oh, that's what I was say. See, everybody feeds the birds around the edges. So that's why a lot of the carp just like they know that, so they come in here and pick up the leftovers. Everybody throws, stale bread, cereal, all that stuff in here. But well, I started fish farming in the spring. That one time, like 2 years ago, when a year and a half ago, something like that, when I did all the videos because I snagged one. Actually, I snagged two. I snagged two carp on a bladed jig. And I saw them all, and then I came fish for them, and I caught tons of them. Oh, just the corn again. Tried the bread last time. I'm doing the corn this time. Next cast, I am gonna try it a little further out, maybe like another like 6, 7 feet out. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the. Water's low now, but I fished it the same in the summer and everything too, and I can't get a freaking bite. Last time I was here, I did catch a crawdad. Uh-oh. It's actually starting to get cold, guys. I have my big jacket in there. I'm going to have to put it on soon because the temperature is definitely dropping right now. Okay, I'm going to try one a little further out. Still got my candy cane of corn. There we go. A little bit further out this time. So we'll see if for some reason they sit further out. Looks about the distance that I got the legit hit. By the angle of my line to the water. Another bass from the same spot. Oh, you did? Try night crawlers if you can get. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I've never had corn fail. It's caught me all my carp in here before. And a hitch and a bluegill. But it just comes down to the fact if they're not there, they're not there. You can't make something eat that's not there. But I said I saw one roll right there, and I saw one roll right there. So they're within the area. They're within a range. So if I can get them just to cruise by, find all the bird food. Come on. Yeah. I used to have shitloads of the jumping jacks in my yard in LA. You've seen the jumping jacks, the ones that like bounce around? They get long, they get like 6, 7 inch, but they like do this like a wacky worm and just like really good for fishing. We used to wacky rig them in the middle with no weight, just like you do a Senko and throw them out. Ah, killer. And but they put out this like slimy yellow like secretion. It's really like sticky. Yeah, they're called jumping jacks. Come on, fish, don't do me like this. Yeah, they're in LA. They're in Pomona where I lived. I used to get them with the wire, electric wire. You stick in the ground and it electrocutes the ground, and they all come like shooting out of the ground. Yeah, and they're stiff. Like they're not mushy like a night crawler. They actually like they they have like muscle. They're like tight. It's like if you squeeze hard enough, you can pop them. Come on, something say hello. Come on. I'm really getting ready to give up on their asses. I'll probably just throw that corn in too. So like maybe if I come here and like feed the birds for a week, always feed the birds in the same spot for like a week. Maybe I could get some of them to check out the area, you know? I really want the pole to at least like, it bounced once. But I really want it to like, I want at least the knowledge to know that like something was here that was not a crawdad or something, like a real fish. But so far, just that one. Hitch are jumping over there. This is kind of the calmest evening we've had in a while. Actually, last night was pretty calm. Where I was saying that on my live that it was like one of the first nights we haven't had a lot of wind in the evening. I mentioned the wind. See, now the wind's coming up. Never talk about it. Come on, man. I feel like once. I don't know. I've always done better here. I've never done good for the carp like the last like 45 minutes of light. They just I'll catch them when it's sun's higher up in that, and then sort of in the evening they'll stop hitting. I mean, I started a little late. When I do my shows and that, I get here around like 3. And at that time, I think it got dark around like 7. So I do like 4 hours, but usually like by about 6 o'clock, the last hour or so, they would just stop biting. I know you can catch carp all night. I've done an all nighter and caught them all night. It's perfect conditions for them. Like this is like a line watcher's dream. You can see the slightest movement of your line right now. Or as I said, I kind of moved. Now there's a little bit of wind coming. Degrees is the best fishing weather. Oh yeah. It's probably about 65 right now. Gets a little colder with that wind. It's just frustrating. Frustrating. Hasn't even been touched. I know they can see this. It's bright yellow. I mean, even night crawlers are harder to see than this in the water. It's like a yellow beacon just shining for him. I mean, I know they can see the corn. I mean, it's so bright down there. I mean, if I put it down here, I could probably see it myself on the bottom. I wonder if the bass are going to hit. I'm down to 33% battery. No big deal though. I got my other battery. I remember my other battery this time. And it can just hang off the side of the phone as it charges it. Said I'm only giving them till about 8 o'clock. They got another 15 minutes to eat. The hitch just jumped down there. Did you hear that fish? If you want some free corn, good, juicy, green giant corn, you got 15 minutes to eat. Well, yeah, it's almost 8 there. Yep. Oh, yeah. I know. Well, we'll get more food after that because I am going to just throw the whole rest of the can in when I leave. Probably not going to be fishing for them for a while, so I'm not going to leave that in my car. Then it'll get all freaking moldy and stinky. And hey, look at that, guys, right there. Yeah. Yo, let me do that for how much time do we have? I just saw where that one jumped. So. Maybe. See, it's not that deep out there. It's already on the bottom. It sinks as much there as it does right in front of you. I put it out there right about where that one jumped. I said it's not. This thing's like there's no deep out there. It's, it's just flat. Saw how far I cast it out there, and it hit the bottom in like 4 seconds. So people try to tell me that it's deep in the middle. I'm like, no, it's not. I've thrown way out there. It don't sink very long. It's just a big shallow lagoon. Let's give that the next like 10 minutes. I hate the hook went out there further too, though. What about A hook went out there further and he takes off that distance. He's gonna be on the other side of the freaking lake. I know. I'll give it a try. I've never casted that far out. Because I've my friends have. Like when I was here fishing in close, they would oftentimes throw away out and that, but they wouldn't get hit. Maybe I'll get lucky. I mean, every once in a while I'll see him jump in the middle, but usually most of the carp that come up are like 20 feet out or less. But then again, it's shallow everywhere. But then again, people feed all the birds around the hedges, so. Especially here, because I mean, you have the bench there, bench there. It's cement. It's easy to have your kids here and throw in the bread and stuff. What's my battery down to now? 29. Definitely gonna have to plug my other battery in. Before I do the buzzbait adventure. See, this lake's not only weird for the bass, it's weird for the carp too. It's an unforgiving lake. Every way you've always fished to catch fish, you can't catch them in here. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm a light guy. When I'm bass fishing, I use lighter line, and when I'm doing the carp or the catfish, I do lighter line. It's just more fun. Give them a chance, you know? Just have to fight them longer, but that's the fun. When you can't horse them in, it's just so much more fun. But this is just. A lot of you people have been on here live with me when I try for these things in here. And I can't go, they might be in the arms, but you can't fish in there. I mean, I catch all the bass along here, so I mean, I know they're here. I've seen them jump. I know they're here. I just can't see why I got blinked. I get blinked. Freaking 5 bars. Why am I blinking? Yeah, I'm always one to give the fish a chance, you know? I mean, I'm the one that has all the knowledge, and I make hooks, and we have line. You know, humans are smart, you know? You gotta give the fish a fighting chance. They don't have teeth, so you don't have to worry about them scraping the line. Now, the catfish have teeth, so they could cut through it. That's a lowrider over there. I don't know if you guys can see it across the way. It's a lowrider. Low rider. Like the full on actual lowrider. Oh. I know carp eat a lot. It's like having goldfish. You could feed them all day long and they would still eat it. They're gluttons. They just spend all day sucking the bottom and eating stuff. There might also be those little, there's a little, I think they're full. I know. Oh, yeah. This might have, in Lock Patton, it had those. They're like a red worm. I don't know. It lives in the water in ponds, and it has kind of like a mermaid tail on it. I don't know. They were in Lock Patton in the mud, and that's like one of the favorite things for the carp. So I don't know if they're in here too, but if they're in here, all this mud and everything, they could eat anywhere they wanted. Yeah, I used to catch them in Lock Patton. They're like that big. They look like red worms. They're like red. But the end of them, they have a little like mermaid tail that sticks out. My friend told me what they were. He's a big carp fisherman. I used to snag them sometimes when I'd snag the grass and bring it in. There were some of them on it. They get like that big. Big seahorse. No, they have like a mermaid. They have like a little tail on the end of them, but they're red. Yeah. They were in the mud at Lock Patton. I used to bring them in sometimes when I snagged the bottom in that. And then my friend Brid. Actually, on my show, I have an old carp show with him from Roberts. He did tournaments and everything for carp. Yeah. But he said that, what he told me what the name of it was. He said that carp loved that. So I said, if it's in here and it's in the mud, I mean, they could just roam out anywhere they wanted and just. Yeah, on the beach there's sand. Yeah, they call them, yeah, the sand flies, sand fleas. Yeah. No, they're a worm. I don't know. I don't know if they're a type of worm or if they're actually like the larval stage of something else. Might be a larval stage of some sort of dragonfly or Dempsey fly or whatever. But he told me the name of them once. But they were all over in that place, like everywhere. And he said that's the carp love them.
Oh shit, it is next to me. I'm sorry.
And yeah, I said if they're in the mud on the bottom here, they could just eat anywhere in here and not have a problem.
And then I was like, oh yeah. Next time I see them in my podcast, I'm like,
Alrighty.
yeah, that's my Asian ass kind.
Yeah, they're only like that. They're thin though. They're only like that tall. You can't put them on a hook. They're only like that long. Over here, they're only like that long, and they're really thin, but they're bright red. I'm going for the bass, so I'm just gonna hook this. That should get them to stick around if some come through. Do that, like, feed the birds like that every few days. They hate that brand, yeah.
How do you get my name wrong and it's only 2 letters, motherfucker? Yeah.
Never touched from, except for that one time. The one time that one pulled my hook and I set the hook, it came back with no cord. So
Find out.
I'm pretty sure that was a legit hit. Okay. I'm gonna put my jacket on and it's time to switch over. Time to switch to the buzz bait. Plug in my battery, do a run for the bass. See if I can catch my... Somebody's cooking. See if I can catch my legit fish. Yeah, bass time. Make a run down it. See if anything wants to munch. Definitely jacket timed up. I know everybody else is like, what are you talking about? It's still freaking 86 degrees here. What are you doing putting on a freaking jacket? Well, let me check the temp. It's probably a little colder than that, but the car says 63, so. Cool. We charge it. We done. in charge mode. Alrighty. Let's go see if there's any bass around. Time for top water. Time to see if anything wants to play with. Something that's not real. Still, I wish they wouldn't have dropped that water though. They wouldn't have dropped the water in April like they did. It'd be better. They dropped it because we were supposed to have a big storm. And the storm never happened. So, because there is a creek that runs in this side. This side has a creek that runs into it. It runs into it on the other side and it drops in and comes through a pipe. Gotta get my motion back down for it. I'm not used to doing it this way. I'm used to doing it this way. I'm used to it right-handed. Flicking it to the right. Now I can turn you away this way. Well, now it's fine. Now it's time to find out if all fish are turned off in here, or it's just a freaking carp. Goose is getting nervous. What was that one for? Round trap or what's in that tree? What? No pressure, no pressure. Well, there is actually some pressure. There's pressure I know about that you guys don't know about, but I've never really, except for like late at night. Never fished in the evening this calm. Usually there's some wind. No, they won't be that close because it's only like 5 inches deep. I mean to the edge. Nothing yet. Trying hard, but nothing yet. Turn it like that so you guys can see. No pressure. No pressure. This lake just don't act right. It just don't act right. Well, up to 19 likes, guys. I'm doing good. No, you can't run them in here. No crankbaits in here. You lose them. Especially on this side because there's a mesh out there. There's a chain link fence. If they're there and they see this, they should want it. Remember, it's only like 4 or 5 feet deep out there. 20 likes. Nice, I got one more. Yeah, it's like it's only like 5, 6 feet deep out there. Nice. The sound of this and the noise is not deep enough. They're not gonna see it. It's like they'll come from 15 feet up to hit top water. It's not even that deep in here. I'm pretty much just going cast length away. Castling away, so I'm actually kind of hitting new water, but at the end of it, I'm kind of going over old water. So one needs a little more, encouragement. Second time over him might get him to bite it. Tough lake, tough lake. Unrelenting. Unforgiving. Just does not play by the rules.
Stick it like this. Upside down.
I guess everything around here is full. Carp are full. Bass are full. It's sounding funny. There's nothing wrong with it. It's nice and squeaky and loud. So. Okay, now passing the carp area. There's actually not that much action going on right now, because usually a lot of the hits are jumping by now. No, I can't go close to the wall anymore. I can't go. It's only like this deep right now next to the wall. It's that deep, like 3 feet out. I used to run it next to the wall because it was like 1.5 feet, but right now it's only like 5 inches. Yeah, see, I can put my rod down. Whoa, that was weird. I put my rod down, a huge bubble came up. It kind of scared me. Oh my God, that was weird. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's only that deep. Yeah, I said it. It's only like that deep right there. So like maybe a foot back there. Yeah, no, a big huge bubble. It looked like a jellyfish coming up. I don't know. That was weird though. It was like some weird creature was coming up at me. Wish I would have got on camera. I just surprised. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did you guys hear that? Bass, I guess. Did you guys hear what Tito just did? Uh-oh, did I bend it? Did I bend my buzzbait again? I smacked it again. Ugh. What did I do to this thing? What? What the hell did I do to it? It's not spinning. Oh, shiza. Damn it. I busted it, guys. What was that? Oh, you serious? No, I didn't lose the rivet. Look, I broke off the back piece. The round thing right here that should hold it, it's gone. See, it should have that thing right there on it. Yeah. It's not there anymore. The blade must have hit it and it broke it off. I have more blades. The rivet's getting low too. I can just undo it and put on a new rivet. I will straighten the wire. Yeah. I'll straighten the wire and pop it off. Put a new blade and a new rivet on it. Yeah, that must have happened when I smacked the dock. No, I'm going to put on the Zara spook. I'm not running anything on the bottom here. I'm not fishing the crankbait on this side. It's too shallow. You can run it on your side. You fish, but I ain't running anything on the bottom on this side anymore. I got the spook in here though. That's funny. Never broke a spinnerbait like that. Never ever broke a spinnerbait like that. Well, I have the devil's horse in here too. I think I'll run the spook on him. I don't own a frog. Yeah, well, I'm going after it with it's a Super Spook Junior. It's a Super Spook Junior baby. That's not baby bass, it's Florida bass. About the only color I throw. It's my all-time favorite color. No, you can't go to the bottom here, bait. You go to the bottom and everything gets snagged. I'm not running open treble hooks anywhere on this side anymore. It's just not even worth it. Spinnerbait snag. Bladed jig snag. I'll just run the spook over him. Give the spooky a try. Oh, I'm charging up pretty good. Yeah. My PB came on a spook before my recent PB. 8.3 came on a spook. On a super spook. Same one, Florida bass. I don't know. I just, I don't know. I just don't know how to walk them very well anymore. You guys will be able to tell. I've lost sort of my walking ability with them. Look how far you can throw these freaking things. These things take off, man. You can definitely cover the whole area in one pass. Come on. And yet, this one I will try a little further. All right, Tito. Texas City watermelon seed. Great Cobra Chad. Caught him on a curly tail on here. Never caught him on many soft plastics in here. I do want to try one of our gotcha sticks in the white. Little fish to the right that don't count. I wish I had the big one. I wish I had the full super spook. I don't have any more. I like the full on super spook. I don't know. That usually, I don't know. I think it does better in finicky ponds. Just give him something big. See if I can hit a duck. If I can scare a duck. Nothing wants to play. Nothing at all. None. Nothing wants to play with me. Got the lights on. Try one in the middle. The hitch are starting to jump. Geese. Geese in the house. Sorry, that's right there. Just tough day. Tough day, man. Oh, what the hell was that? You don't lob your lure and get the land on your freaking. Oh, I'm at 21 now. Line's too light. Line's too light. I need 17. 12-pound line is not good for it. Oh yeah. Just sit here. The lights are on. Pound line takes this thing under. Line sinking in front of it and pulling it down. Nothing. Twisted sister.
I got someone else to do.
Wow. Caught on the freaking little plants around here. It's pretty much live chance. Bats. See that bat just go by? The bat just went by. None wants to play in here, guys. Nothing. Oh, there was a fish. Right as I said that. Damn it. One actually hit it. Oh, man. He was on there, too, and I was turning to look at you guys when he hit. Dang it. I felt him for a second. He looked pretty good, too. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the rod. I was looking at that, and I felt the weight, and I looked up, and he was taking underwater. Dang it. Oh, man. Well, I got one bass to come up. I was not paying attention. If I'd have been paying attention and set the hook when he grabbed it, I probably would have had him. I was going to say, this is a place where if I do get anything to come up, this is usually where. You guys could probably see it.
A little more speed.
Heard the kick flick. He could say, yeah, I just went through it twice. He felt me though. He felt me because I was like looking at you guys and I felt weight, and then I looked up and I saw the boil. Uh-oh. Just some topwater grass over there, and I just threw it right in there. No, I felt his weight. Looked like he was a good keeper too. He didn't pop at it. He just came up and slurped it in. I didn't hear him hit, but when I went to work the bait, I felt weight, and that's when I looked up and I saw the boil. Well, missed my chance to get a fish. Yeah, I just happened to look. I said I turned and looked at you guys, or looked at to see if there was comments or something. And that's exactly when he hit. And I said he didn't really. He just slurped it in. So it's probably a bigger fish. Where are you getting those light flares from? That's weird. You guys see that nice one? He had light flares on it, like on the lens. Where's that come from? Well, I tried. tried hard for 2 species. And it was not meant to be. At least I got something that at least come up with something. And I broke my freaking spinnerbait. Time for a beer on the porch. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, Steve's in there. Hey, you're finally in here when I can. Why didn't I hit it? You're finally in here at a time I can do it. I didn't rip it out of his mouth. I just. I didn't rip it because I never set the hook. I just went like that when I was looking like that, and all of a sudden I felt weight. And I felt weight, and then when I looked and I saw the boil, but he felt me because when I went to walk it the other way, I actually put it into him, and he just spit it back out. He was like, "What's this thing?" This is really what I was waiting to have. I wanted to have some peanuts. Peanuts, I say. Michael, no, I just missed one. One, I think it was a fish when I was going for the carp, and one just hit right now in the spook, but I was turned looking at the camera and I didn't hear him, and I just felt him when I was working it. I turned around, I saw the boil, but he got it for a second, but I just didn't even set the hook. You know? No, he had it. I know he had it. When I turned around, it was like, because I felt his weight. He had it in his mouth, but I wasn't. I said I was looking at you guys, and then I felt like weight, but I wasn't watching it, so I didn't like pull the hook. And when I looked up, I saw the boil, and I was like, oh man. I set the hook the second he took it under, I would have had him. The second he took it under, I hit him on the swing to turn it to walk the other way, and that's when he felt me. Holy chicklets. Guess the game's over. I've been waiting for this, so. Wait, you can't leave. I'll be right back. He shot the lighter. Let me check to light my stick. I'll be right back.
He's got a light.
I left him live over there just hanging. Oh, wait a minute.
And did you balance the fishing videos?
No, I'm live. They can hear me. I'm out of there. I got one fish in.
Out here? You got this real lake fish out there? Hey, I threw 3 goldfish out here.
Oh, that's cool. I got
These fuckers were like this round when I let them go. They were like, let me start getting
I looked at it to see if there's a common. It slipped it in. Something like this. I felt his weight, but I thought it was snagged. I turned to look and saw the boil. I turned to look at you guys and
That's what happens. You want verification, right?
it happens in your live and you gotta react with your commenters. All right, I got a light. The last moment light. Gotta have the snacks. Yeah, I know. I haven't. I only ate one thing today at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, I had my breakfast sandwich, and I don't think I've eaten anything since. So. And I had a beer. So. I happen to have a habit of not eating. And the older you get, the more that's not good. Alright guys, well I tried. Now I got snacks. Hey, I got 22 likes. I'm happy with that. That was fun. There's a new show coming up tomorrow. That one's already done. I'm doing tips and tricks for Friday, not a show. Got a good one all set up. I just gotta film it. I've kind of already done one about it, but like 10 years ago. I've done sort of ones on it, but this is going to be a deep dive into like the whole thing. And I got all done. I got a bunch of clips of like stuff to back it up. Like, so it'll be me talking, but there'll be, yeah. Yeah, so I have like, yeah, I have a lot of good, I've already got all the clips lined up in it. Clips to add to it. Like fishing clips and other cool visuals. Now I just got to film it and plug all those into it. It'll be good. The show tomorrow is pretty good. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I still don't know. Tito's busy. Tito's, he was in here earlier, but he's busy. I'm doing them all with him. So I have all the time in the world, but he's kind of been locked up. We're going to be for the next few weekends, but I think we're going to do Chesbro next. And then after Chesbro, I think Coyote, and then probably Lexington, because I don't know. Yeah, that's the next one, because it's lower than Uvis, and I know Lexington is dirt low. I'm pretty sure Almaden is dirt low. I know Coyote is really low because we didn't get any rain, and they're draining Anderson below it, so they have to kind of let the water out. So in the winter, if we have storms next winter and that, it's got to be kind of low, because if it goes over to spillway, there's no way they can stop it, and it'll be flowing into Anderson, which they've drained because they're working on the dam, and I'm sure they don't want a lot of water flowing into that thing. So Coyote will be after that, and see what happens. I'm really, if Coyote's as low as I think it is, there's a spot I always did really good there. A lot of shows fished in that spot. That's really, I catch a lot. In Chesbro, there's a spot that if it's low enough, and I think it is, that I did really, really good on too. So I have to wait and see. But yeah, they'll be coming up. Well, obviously by the end of summer they'll be up. But I don't. Another one might be August. Yeah. And we ain't gonna get any rain until, we usually don't get any significant rain until like October. Or sometimes November, so. Unless we have a freak early winter or a big storm, because it's so dry, even if it rains pretty good, you're not gonna get any runoff. All that's just gonna sink into the ground. So unless we get a significant 1 or 2 inch storm out of nowhere early in the year, they're probably not going to raise much until in the December and January if we actually get our normal rainfall. So I have time to complete probably the 7 lakes that I want to do on the tour. And I'll just do the vlogs in between. Yeah, well, there are a lot to plan out. I mean, there's a lot more to the shows than there are the vlogs. That's why I've just been doing vlogs. I mean, we're filming. There's 2 cameras. I gotta do the segments. I gotta film all the B-roll. It's just, they take like twice as long as a vlog. Usually to film and to edit. So, they're a lot of work. And I don't want to fish any of them. Well, I go to Uvis because we've already done it, but that didn't work. I've never done good in that lake when it's low. The other lakes I've done good, but I don't want to fish them until we do the tour. So that's sort of my plan. I'll just do vlogs and like tips and tricks and stuff in between. But I'm heading out, guys. It's already what, 9? Oh, almost 9. That was a lot of fun, though. I mean, I got over 20 likes. I haven't got over 20 likes in a while. So, but I'm back to the fishing, which you guys like when I'm live, and I'm mobile instead of just on my porch. So, thanks, and I'm out. You'll see the show tomorrow, probably around 1. I'll spend my average putting them around 1, 2 my time, but it's a fun one, guys. It's fun. It's different, but it's fun. So, next live, I'll see you guys is on Monday, and look for the show tomorrow.